Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back with another banging video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about Tsmadison coming for Snoop Dogg because Snoop Dogg is refusing to teach his grandchild about the LGBT community. And Harvey from TMZ is not having it with Tsmadison. And I completely support Harvey because Harvey's saying he's gay too. But who am I to tell Snoop Dogg what to teach his grandchild about? I mean, it's your lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that a child should know about your lifestyle. And Tsmadison is clapping back by saying, oh, but Snoop Dogg has made music videos of women kissing women, so how dare you not wanting to teach your grandchild about us? And Harvey's saying, but those videos are for adults. They're not for kids. There's a place for kids and there's a place for adults. So as such, Tsmadison is saying Snoop Dogg is homophobic. And how is it that Snoop Dogg has women kissing women in his video, but being homophobic? And the reason why she's saying Snoop is homophobic is because Snoop Dogg basically said that his grandchild, saw Lightyear and a couple years ago, and he got blessed with questions after, a scene where two female characters had a baby together. He said that he wasn't prepared for such content or the questions that were about to come from his grandson. And as such, Tsmadison is saying Snoop's comments are rooted in homophobia. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, how did you even arrive at that conclusion? All because this man is saying he's not ready to get into that discussion with his grandchild because he wasn't even ready for those questions from his grandchild a few years ago. So Snoop Dogg is saying he's scared to take his grandkids to the cinema after being ambushed with questions about lesbian couple in a kids movie, right? So I'm going to share the clip with you guys of Harvey basically, having a debate with Tsmadison. And we're going to come back and talk some more about it because I really do think that people need to pay keen attention to Tsmadison's intention, because why is it that she is debating? Why is it that she's calling Snoop Dogg homophobic? Because Snoop is saying this is a child and he doesn't want to expose his grandkids to that because he's not even ready for those kind of questions. Tsmadison is insisting that, oh, you need to teach your grandchild that people live differently from the lifestyle that is within their household. Like, get the fuck out of here, woman or man. But let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Say you about this.
Well, I have questions, and I wrote a few of them down. Snoop Dogg has historically been an advocate against censoring, and his fame is based off expression. So my question is, Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women, dancing naked. So why is displaying lesbian behavior in your music videos appropriate, and you are afraid to answer the questions from your grandchildren?
So wait a minute. There's an answer to that, which is that the videos that he does for his music videos for adults, they're not like.
I think he would say that they're not for kids. Those music videos aren't for kids.
I know that would be the setting and that would be the answer, but as a person who understands how kids work, kids see everything. Kids see everything. They see music videos. They hear lyrics. They hear these things.
But T.S., that's where parenting comes in, right? I mean, you're right. Kids, if you just let them, they can see everything.
And I'm glad you said that's where parenting comes in, because as a parent, you should also explain to your children that other things exist in the world outside of what you have deemed normal in your own home.
Let me ask you something, because I'm gay. And I get the points you're making, but at the same time, maybe at a certain age you do bring things up, but at ages that are earlier than that, kids that are younger, a parent can say, I'm not ready to talk to them about it yet. I mean, that doesn't make them homophobic if they say, I don't want to talk to them about all this until a certain age.
It's rooted in a bit of homophobia.
Is it? Is it though?
A little bit. It is rooted because
it can be. It certainly can be. But I don't know if it is in Snoop's case. But
you also you're never afraid to talk to your kids about having a little boyfriend or a little girlfriend at a certain age. I know that we've been conditioned to be able to understand heteronormative activity. We've been conditioned to that because that's all we see, because we've always, as queer people, been pushed to the side and swept under. So it is time for us to have these uncomfortable conversations. Maybe not at 4. Maybe Papa will explain that to you in a year or so. Just watch the movie.
I gotta say, I've been around a long time, and for a long time I have not felt pushed to the side and pushed away. And I hear people talking about that, but that's not society today, and it's not society even.
Oh, I don't think that.
Well, Harvey,
it's
I love
not.
you.
Harvey,
I love you, but you're a white man, and you also are a white gay
Trust
man.
me, I was around when bars were raided, when people were fired from their jobs during the
Nobody's
AIDS
saying
epidemic.
It's not better.
So I know what discrimination is more than just about anybody.
Yeah, but it's still it comes from a different lens when you're talking about more marginal, and I don't want to lean heavy into it because it's not your fault that you're white, but you're a white man. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, especially in this time right now, trans people are extremely under attack.
That's true.
Queer people are under attack, and they've made us public enemy number one. And we're just existing. We're not even a large percent of the population, and they're making it seem like that our existence is forcing everybody else out. I get tired of people of color, and it's particularly Black men that are voicing these things and are a part of the problem. And I think that what tends to happen is that we all forget, what hand that we play in. The hand we play and stuff.
Can you imagine Harvey as a gay white man is not having it with Madison? And I want to remind you guys that Snoop Dogg grandkids, there's one by the age of 10, one is 7, one is 6, 2 of them are 4 years old. We're not sure which one it is, but it sounds like it's one of the 4-year-old grandkid, because Madison is like, okay, we can talk about this maybe next year. So she's saying, if the child is 5, you can talk to the child about homosexuality at that point. But I want to understand, where did T.S. Madison get off into telling Snoop Dogg what is suitable for his household and what should be compliant within his family? That's Snoop Dogg's family tree. You have no business telling that man how to culture his grandkids. You're saying that it makes him a bit homophobic. How does that make him a bit homophobic? There's so many Christians who they don't believe in introducing religion to kids at a tender age. When the child starts asking questions, they'll give them a little bit of, religion, but they wait until the child develop, further and have a better understanding of the world, then they slowly introduce religion to them. Doesn't mean that those Christians are atheists. Common sense, make it make sense. And people like T.S. Madison is who makes it hard for the LGBTQ community, because the energy that she's given is we need more people on our side, and we need to get them on our side as young as possible, because she's literally saying And I don't know if you guys caught on to that. You can go back to that portion of the clip, start watching the clip from the beginning, where she's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with telling them it's okay if you like a little boy or a little girl. You should not be telling your child it is okay if you like a little boy or a little girl in that manner. But if your child should come to you and say, you know what? I'm a boy. Why do I have crushes on boy? That's where you have a discussion with your child. Homosexuality is not something that you should groom a child into, because have you ever seen, like, even many young adults, they thought that they were gay last week, this week they're saying, oh my God, I'm realizing I'm straight. So I don't know what is Tsmadison's agenda is and why is she so focused on Snoop Dogg and his grandkids. And I would say to people, watch your kids around Madison, because based on how she's delivering, I really don't trust her. It's not safe. It is definitely not safe. You want to have an entire debate and insist that a man cultures in his grandchild into identifying homosexuality. Oh, there are gay people over there. There are straight people over there. If he doesn't want that for his household, that is his household. That is his family tree. You have no business in that man's family tree. You were born a man, and you felt as though you're a woman trapped in a man's body. Just imagine if Snoop Dogg should come to you and say, you know what? Your grandma should have told you that you need to accept yourself exactly as how God had made you. God made you a boy. You're not a girl. So what Tsmadison is doing is the opposite of her lifestyle. It is okay for her to be expressive. It is okay for her to feel like a girl, even though she was born a boy, but it's not okay for Snoop Dogg to not want to have discussions with his grandkids about gay people. It is okay for her to do whatever she wants to, but she's saying, you know, Snoop Dogg, it's not okay for you to do whatever you want to. And I find that to be very hypocritical, and that is double standards. And I believe that I love that Harvey kept going at Tsmadison right on, because that's just pure BS. It's nonsense. And especially talking about, but well, you have women kissing women in your music videos. And Harvey's like, those are adults. It doesn't mean anything. A child should not be warped into that. Right on, Harvey. Right on. I'm tired of Tsmadison, to be quite frank, because that's not how you advocate for your community. And the LGBT community has come a long way, but people like Tsmadison, she's taking away points from her community, because for you to be so focused on what a grandfather teaches his grandchild, it is a red flag. It is a huge, huge red flag. Leave kids out of your LGBTQIA discussion unless you know where there's a child who's expressing that they feel like XYZ, and you see where that child is being abused, then you step in and you advocate. This child over here is Snoop's grandchild, who is perfectly fine, perfectly safe, and if resources and therapy is needed, Snoop can more than afford that. Get out of that man's business. It is none of your business. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.